Hello everybody, we're doing practice Excel test 1, or Excel practice test 1. So you open the Word document and the spreadsheet called employees, and there's the instructions. Make the following changes to the printing options for the, go to the data worksheet, okay? Like there's two worksheets, so make sure you're working on the right one. So change the printing options, page orientation, landscape, set the printing to one page. Right, so data worksheet. See, there's divisions and there's data. So to get the page orientation right, well, you can go to page layout, print orientation, landscape, which it is, set the printing to fit page one page. Well, page setup, you can basically choose there, fit to one page. That's already been adjusted. If we say fit to one page, and then we're fine. Okay, why do I think I've got the memo here? Oh, anyway. Right, the company pays an incentive if the employees sell 300 or more units. Okay, 300 or more. The incentive is calculated by multiplying the number of units sold by the bonus for each unit sold. And that's all in F1. Add an if function to column D to show this bonus. If employee does not qualify, then no bonus. Right. You multiply the number of units sold by the bonus. Right, so this is in column D. Now, there is actually a formula already there, so let's have a look at it. If C5, this cell here, is greater than or equal to 300, then we're going to say C5 times by the number of units sold. What is the actual bonus, that cell there, otherwise we're going to put a naught. So that function is already there. So this is actually the memo. So what I'm going to do is delete all of this stuff and then put the functions in. Okay. Right, so let's do it. If the employee sells 300 or more units, then we are going to multiply their number of units, we're going to multiply it by the item that's sold in the number that's stored in cell F1. So in this one, it's quite a difficult thing. So if it's 300 or more, so equal if, open brackets, if this cell, we click on it, if that is greater than or equal to 300, then we're going to say that one, click on it again, times by, type a star, and then click on that cell. Okay, otherwise, comma, we'll just put a naught, close brackets, and then we press enter. And that's quite an incentive. And then we click on that cell, and then we plus sign, and we drag down, and everyone else got naught. Right, next one. Add a suitable nested if functions to classify the number of sales made as fast as possible. Poor, fair, great. So below 200 is poor, from 200 to 229 is fair, 300 and above is great. Now this has already been put in, so we are actually going to do it ourselves. Delete it. Right, we say equal if the number of cells, oops, sorry, let's do it again. Equal if the number of cells is greater than, no, it's less than 200. If it's less than 200, then we're going to say the word poor. Otherwise, we'll have another equal if. Another if, and on top, see, I've got an if there. If the number of cells is less than 300, then we're going to say fair in double inverted commas, not single inverted commas, double. Otherwise we're going to put in great, the word great in double inverted commas. Now we're going to have to close that with 2 brackets at the end. And I'm thinking it's great, the word is great that we want to use. Poor, fair, great, yeah, it was great. That was quite tricky. You won't have nested if statements in an exam. You'll have a normal if statement like this one, okay? Not at grade 8 and 9 level. We're not going to do nested if statements, just so you know. Anyway, let's do the rest of the things. We deleted them. Okay. We're not going to do lookup functions, so don't worry about that. We're not going to do string handling functions, so position of comma between the same. Right. We can format the dates in column L. Okay, so let's find dates. So we did have some dates, eh? Right at the end, yeah, we actually supposedly have some dates, but oh yeah, we do. So these dates, if we want to format dates, then we would use our little format option. Okay. So we're going to do number 8. So we will skip out 7, 6, and 5, and 4. So we'll go straight on to 8. Let's go and format those dates. We'll go to the Home tab, arrow next to Font, and then we go to Number, and then we click on Date. And now we're going to choose what kind of date we want. YYMMDD. So whatever's closest, we can use local location, English South Africa, we can use English America, United States. Sometimes they have more options. So if we want the dates in a, okay, fine, let's try South Africa. That's basically be fine. That's 2012 YYMMDD, and that's fine. And there it is. Right, next one. I'm not going to use day, month, and year. Let's go to, so we're not going to do number 9, 10, 11, and 12. I think we can do number 10. Add a function E12 to determine the number of employees with sales of 100 more. So it'll be count if. And how many people had more than 100 or more sales in E12? We're going to put that formula. So it's E12 is this one, equal count if, open brackets. So we go to our number of sales, we open that, we highlight that, comma, and then in double inverted commas, greater than or equal to 100. Close double inverted commas, close brackets, press enter. And now we're going to go over here. Total sales of people working in East Division. So this is the sales. So we're going to, it's a sum if, equal sum if, open brackets. So we want to get our range of what we want to sum, and then comma, and then the criteria equal to East, and then comma, so there's 3 things, and that range over there, and close brackets. Now you won't get a sum if in a test, it's very difficult, but there are 3 parameters. You highlight your numbers that you want to sum, and then the criteria equal East, and then the place where you want to get equal East. Actually, it's the other way around. My bad. So this range has to be this highlighted, and that range over there must be that. And there we have it. Percentage of East Division's sales forms of total sales. Okay. Right, guess we are going to be doing more total sum ifs. Add a function E30 determine the total sales by people working in the East Division. So it'll be another equal sum. Right. Do we have a calculation of the sales? Day, month, year. Okay. So we will total sales. Okay, the total quantities that were sold. These are sales. That's quantities sold. So equals sum if, open brackets. Now we're going to go and highlight first our criteria range, and then the actual criteria in double inverted commas. If it is equal to East, and then comma, and then we highlight the thing that we want to sum up, the range, and then we close brackets, and yeah, it's the same amount, isn't it? Oh, percentage of the total sales. Ooh, okay. How do we get the total sales? Well, over here we can go and type it equal sum, open brackets, and highlight, and then we have our total sales. But we're supposed to put that in our formula, so yep, I'm rather going to just go and multiply equal that that one divided by that one times by 100, and then we have 40% of total sales come from the East. So anyway, don't worry about that. Number of employees audited. Now in terms of the auditing, let's have a look at our instruction. Audited, column K is our audited field. So let's go to K. Okay, so there it is, audited by. Right, so if this is blank, we want to know, yeah, we're going to count blank. Oh no, we're just going to count A. We're going to count A, that lot, because that will mean they have been audited. This one has not been audited, so they want to know the number of people who have been audited, so you do count A. In other words, you want to count how many words are inside this range, in that particular range. So we're going to do count A. So it's equal count A, open brackets, and then we highlight the range over here, and then press enter, and it is 4. If they wanted to know how many people were not ordered, you will say equal count blank and highlight the range. Okay, which of the sales figures in column C occur the most? Now that's also another function that we haven't done, so we can look it up, because that should be interesting anyway. Insert function, and we would use statistical functions. We have average. I'm looking for one called, no, it's further down. Mode, yeah, mode would normally be it, but like I said, we haven't actually done that. We're not doing that this year. So right, so average sales, that's a good one. Average sales rounded up to nearest whole number, we can do that one. E17, so we type equal average, open brackets, but remember we have to round it up, so we're going to have to put in another round, but that's our average. But in order to round it, you've got to type a round after the equal sign, open brackets, and then you have your average, and then a comma, and round it up for 1 decimal place. I can't remember. Oh, nearest whole number. Okay, round. Okay, no decimal places. And there we have our number. It's no decimal places. If I said round without my second parameter there, it will give you an error. So you have to have comma and round it up to no decimal places, and that'd be that. Jesse James, the number of years that he has worked. Right, so date employed and today's date. Remember we used the days function before, so we're going to use the days function and subtract the date, so on. So that will be interesting. Equal days, open bracket, today, which is the end date, and then comma, we're going to go and put in, which is Jesse James's field, was the first one, the date employed, that one. Alright, so I clicked on that date, and then I'm going to close my brackets and then press enter, and that's the number of days. Right, the next one is, no, we don't have to do random number. Alright, so these are the solutions. This is the one they use, so you can actually read through that. And yeah. Okay, ran between. Okay, fine, we could have used a ran between. They used round up, we used round, so that's fine. Oh, mode, yeah, mode would have been a good one, eh? But we don't have to know mode for this year. Anyway, see you in the next one.